Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Oyinda, book lover, book chiba, book reviewer, book chiba, book Instagrammer, book everything. I love to talk about books, and I'm glad you're here with me today. Thank you if you're a returning viewer, always coming to check up my videos, and if you're a new viewer, welcome, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. Like, share, comment on this video, all of the good stuff. In this video I'm going to be talking about reading challenges and the benefits of joining reading challenges. Now, there are so many reading challenges out there. There are year-long reading challenges, and there are also reading challenges that only come around like once a month, or maybe like month specific. For example, we have January in Japan, Korean March, Women in Translation when it's in November, different ones like that. And then there are year-long reading challenges like Book Riot, Something Bookish, Popsugar. There's just so many. There's around the year in 52 books. There's Storygraph Reads the World. They are hosted by different brands or Instagram accounts. That's Bookstagram accounts. Yeah, and they're just really nice, and I'm going to be talking about different benefits of joining reading challenges today. The first benefit that always comes to my head, like the reason I personally join different reading challenges, is because it pushes me as a reader, and it will also push you as a reader to go beyond your comfort zone. Everyone has a comfort zone as a reader. Like, even I read very diversely, like different genres, different everything, but then I still have my comfort zone of things I love to read. But then when I join reading challenges, it like the different reading challenges just push me to try out different things. For instance, there are some prompts that's like read a read a translated memoir by a Muslim writer. That's just something that is very specific, and not something that I read. A lot of memoirs, but it's like celebrity memoirs and stuff like that, or stuff that is given to me by Libra FM. So it just doesn't like come to the top of my head to go and read memoirs by Muslim women that's even now translated again from another language, and then read a translated book that's published in 2022. I do read translated fiction, especially Asian translated fiction, but then I'm not like always searching for like newest translated fiction releases. I just come across them and I read. So it's that's another benefit. It makes me more intentional about what I'm reading as well, and it will also make you more intentional about what you're reading. Another benefit is that it makes you apart from coming out of your comfort zone, it helps you discover new things. And coming out of your comfort zone might just be reading something and then you don't like it, but then when you partake in like different reading challenges, it helps you like discover new things that you might not even have like liked, and then you just fall in love with it. So that's another like benefit of reading challenges. And yeah, let's go back to being intentional about what you're reading. For me, I joined like 7 reading challenges at the beginning of the year, and like it helped me like plan out my reading to some extent, because I listed out when most of the prompts come out for the following year. They come out in November and December. So by November, December, Book Riot, Popsugar, around the year, Storygraph, all of them, they come out with the list of their prompts for the next year. So once I have those prompts, I have a whole sheet where I like I'm going to put the link of the sheet in the description box. So it's a sheet where I list out the prompts and the books I want to read for the prompts. So when I see that, oh, there's one book that hits about like 7 prompts across different challenges, then definitely that book is going to make it to my TBR. So when I read any book, like for the first like 50 to 100 books I read this year, once I read it, I make sure that okay, this is something that is ticking off a prompt. And even though I didn't like go into the book thinking, oh, this will tick off a prompt, it just, while I'm reading, a prompt just comes to my head, oh, this does this, and then it makes my reading more it just makes me more intentional, and it just makes my reading more purposeful. Like, I just feel like I'm hitting a goal with every book that I read. And yeah, another thing is like there's a sense of community to some extent, because if you are like doing, for instance, the something bookish challenge. If you are in the indulgent bibliophile book club on the WhatsApp group, there's like, oh, we're all doing, almost all of us, well, most of us are doing the something bookish challenge. So it's like, oh, this is what I read for this prompt, this is what I read for this prompt, or just put it on your Instagram story, I'm partaking in this challenge, what did you guys read for this prompt, what did you guys read for this prompt, and then just creates like, this bonding over books kind of thing. Yeah, so reading challenges are amazing. I'll definitely recommend something bookish, storygraph reads around the world. I love storygraph reads around the world. It is one of the hardest challenges I'm doing this month, and then that also takes me back to the reading out of your comfort zone thing, because basically there are 10 prompts that 10 countries. So there's India, New Zealand, Vietnam, Singapore, different countries like that, and you have to read a book by someone from that country or the diaspora, and or set in that country. So I think I've done 3 out of 10 prompts. So like, it's still pushing me. I'm still like going, okay, can I find this book, can I find this book, is this something I would like to read? But then, yeah. And there's a feminist reading challenge by Liv's Literary Nook. I'm going to put the links to all of them that I'm doing below. That one is like really good because it pushes you to read more books by women and non-binary authors, which is something I do all the time. But then the prompts are like, like there's a prompt there that says read feminist lists outside the US or the UK, and that one stumped me because I do read a lot of feminist lit, feminist non-fiction and all that, but then it's like mostly by women, not really white women or just black women. It's just like women in the Western space, and like it's really Western focused. So like, ooh, that's true. So that's also taking me out of my comfort zone. There's also Popsugar. Popsugar is a very fun challenge, lots of fun prompts. There's a 52 book club. Now we have like, I think, 52 books in 52 weeks. So there are 52 prompts, and basically pushes you to read one book a week to finish the prompts. But then it's like, once you finish a prompt, just mark it, because I read more than one book a week for the different prompts. So so that's it. All the links will be in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Oyinda Loves Books. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of the good stuff. If you have any reading challenge, for instance, I forgot to mention 10 books 10 decades by Reggie Reads. That is one of the most amazing book challenges I'm doing, because it's basically, there are no prompts or anything, it's just 10 books 10 decades. So you just read 10 different books set in 10 different decades. So it really pushes you to go to the backlist of the backlist. I think I read Passing. That finally gave me the push to read Passing by Nella Larsen. Last year I also read Their Eyes Were Watching God. So like, it just pushes you to go way back. So you're reading books from like 100 years ago to like reach to read something like, to just reach 10 decades. So there are no specific 10 decades, it just has to be a different decade, a different book. So if you're reading a book released in 1925, you can't read another book, you can't count another book released in 1927. So one book for the 20s, one book for the 30s. You can even go as far back as 1820, because I remember I read The Importance of Being Earnest last year, and that was like 1820s. So I just used that to complete the challenge. So yeah, as I was saying, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm not sure if I'm going to put my TikTok link, because my TikTok is so dead right now. But yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel, like, share, tell your friends about me. Thank you guys. Bye.